Next up, we have TRINNOV and the one, the only, David Merowitz.
Thank you.
Mr. TRINNOV himself.
Yeah, thanks very much.
How are you?
Yeah, really good, really good. Been an amazing first day, and yeah, getting into it today. It's a bit of a slower start today, so
I
we're getting into
said day zero,
it. Yeah,
and I'm holding everyone to this, is that this was going to be one of the busiest show stands of ISE.
yeah. When I said it's a slow day for me. I'm struggling today, but
Yeah.
we'll get there.
It's non-stop in this booth,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So what stand number are we on?
So we're at Hall 1 and F500 is
Okay.
the booth number.
Fabulous. And
Yeah.
what has TRINNOV got on stand here?
So this is what you see from us. So
Okay.
we've got the Altitude 32. We've got the Altitude 48 extension, so that gives us a total of 64 process channels, not that we're using that many in this room. And we're powering everything with 2 of our Amplitude 16s.
Fabulous.
So you can see the little lights here, we're bridging the channels, so we've got a kilowatt going into each of the bed layer channels.
Wow.
These are the surrounds, and then we've got single-ended going to the tops. We don't need quite so much output for those.
Of course.
The amplification for the subwoofers is all built in, so it's 3 kilowatts per subwoofer, and we have 14 of them in the room.
And 14 of them, explain this, because
Yeah.
there's a reason for this, isn't there?
There is, absolutely. So we want to showcase the absolute peak of performance. There's 2 things we want to achieve. One is amazing seat-to-seat consistency.
Yeah.
We've got 18 seats in there. You can't expect to have that level of performance with just 2 subwoofers, 4 subwoofers. You need to go over and above. We also want to showcase infrasonics. So
Yeah.
we're flat down to 8 hertz in this room. With it being a temporary structure, we actually get a lot of acoustic loss because of that. If it was a concrete box, 8 hertz would be a lot easier to achieve. So we need a lot of power.
Okay.
So that's why we have so many subwoofers.
Makes absolute sense to me.
Good.
And so if you aren't at ISE
Yeah.
2025,
Yep.
which is crackers,
Yep.
you know, you should be here. Where in the UK can we hear TRINNOV in all its glory?
Yeah, so we have a few locations where we have TRINNOV with the waveforming technology, but the main demonstration would be at Pulse Cinemas
Okay.
in Stansted.
Fabulous. And do they have a similar setup to what we have here?
So they have fewer subwoofers,
Yeah.
but they have a much lower ceiling, so they don't need quite as many for that. So yeah, it's a bit of a smaller setup than we have here. But actually as well, come around September time, this room is actually going to be set up in Paris as well. So we'll be inviting our dealers, our distributors. I might even give you a call, see if you want to come over, have
This
some...
sounds like
yeah.
a fabulous
So we're
idea.
going to set it all back up again in Paris.
And it's going to be almost a permanent structure for a...
So that is going to go into our new office.
Okay.
So the new office opens in September, hopefully, fingers crossed. Not everything will be done by then, so we're going to set this up. We'll have it in there for maybe, I don't know, let's say 2 or 3 months, and then we're going to move it into the permanent demo facility.
That sounds amazing. Okay, David, where will I find out more about TRINNOV?
So you can go to our website, trinnov.com. We have a great resources page, a great technologies page. That will take you through all of this in great finer detail.
Wonderful. And if you are in the UK, you can also give Pulse a lovely old shout,
Yep.
and they will help you get in contact with TRINNOV and answer any of your questions. David, as always, you're a superstar, and I appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming by.
Cheers.